Have you ever received an email that looked legitimate, maybe even from a service you regularly use, only to have a tiny voice in the back of your head whisper, "Is this real?" If you're a cryptocurrency user, especially on platforms like Kraken, that little voice is a critical alarm bell that could save you from significant financial loss. In the volatile and often exhilarating world of digital assets, security isn't just a feature, it's a foundation. And nowhere is that foundation more frequently targeted and eroded than through the insidious tactic of phishing. Today, we're not just going to talk about phishing, we're going to dive deep into how to identify, understand, and most importantly, prevent Kraken phishing scams from turning your crypto dreams into a nightmare. We'll explore the subtle tricks scammers employ, the telltale signs of a fake, and the proactive measures you can take to safeguard your Kraken account and your digital wealth. This isn't just about avoiding a single scam, it's about cultivating a mindset of perpetual vigilance that will serve you well across your entire online life. Think about it, you've put in the research, made your investments, and watched your portfolio fluctuate. All that hard work can be undone in a single, careless click. Phishing, at its core, is a deceptive attempt to trick you into revealing sensitive information, your login credentials, your two-factor authentication codes, even your seed phrases, by impersonating a trustworthy entity. And when that entity is a major cryptocurrency exchange like Kraken, the stakes couldn't be higher. Kraken, with its robust security measures and user-friendly interface, is a prime target for these malicious actors precisely because of its popularity and the value of the assets it holds. Scammers know that if they can trick even a small percentage of Kraken users, their illicit gains can be substantial. So, how do these attacks typically unfold? The most common vector is email. You will receive an email that, at first glance, looks remarkably similar to official communications from Kraken. It might have the Kraken logo, similar branding, and even a sender address that seems plausible, perhaps with a subtle misspelling or a strange subdomain. The content of the email will often be designed to create a sense of urgency or alarm. You might see warnings about unusual login activity, suspended accounts, or even claims of a new, exciting airdrop or promotion. The goal is to bypass your critical thinking and prompt an immediate, emotional response. Let's dissect some common phishing email tactics. Firstly, look at the sender's email address. While it might display Kraken support or something similar, always inspect the actual email address it originated from. Official Kraken emails will always come from a Kraken.com domain, such as support@kraken.com or noraply@kraken.com. Anything else, a different domain, a string of random characters, or even a slight misspelling like https://www.google.com/search?q=kraken.com is a massive red flag. Scammers often use domains that are visually similar to the legitimate one, hoping you'll overlook the subtle difference. Secondly, examine the urgency and tone of the message. Legitimate security alerts from Kraken will typically advise you to log into your account directly to verify any suspicious activity, not click on a link within the email itself. Phishing emails, on the other hand, almost always contain a prominent link, often highlighted with urgent calls to action like "verify your account now" or "click here to avoid account suspension." This is the bait. If you click that link, you'll be redirected to a fake website designed to mimic the Kraken login page. This brings us to the third crucial element, the website itself. Even if you mistakenly clicked a link, this is your last line of defense. Before you enter any credentials, scrutinize the URL in your browser's address bar. Again, look for Kraken.com. Phishing sites will often have URLs that are close but not exact, perhaps with extra words, hyphens, or a completely different top-level domain. For instance, you might see krakensecurity.xyz or login-kraken.info. Also, always ensure the connection is secure. Look for the padlock icon in your browser's address bar and https:// at the beginning of the URL. While the presence of HTTPS doesn't guarantee legitimacy, scammers can also obtain SSL certificates. Its absence is an immediate indicator of a highly suspicious site. A website without HTTPS is never a legitimate login portal for any reputable service. Beyond email, phishing can also occur through other channels. SMS phishing, or smishing, involves text messages with similar deceptive links. Social media phishing might see scammers impersonating Kraken support on platforms like Twitter or Telegram, offering assistance that leads to malicious links or requests for private information. Be extremely wary of direct messages from accounts claiming to be Kraken support unless you have initiated the conversation through official channels. Kraken will never ask for your password, 2FA codes, or seed phrase via direct message or email. So, now that we understand the anatomy of these attacks, what are the proactive steps you can take to become an impenetrable fortress against Kraken phishing scams? The single most important rule is this: always navigate to Kraken.com directly by typing the URL into your browser. Never click on links in emails, text messages, or social media posts, no matter how legitimate they appear. This simple habit eliminates the vast majority of phishing threats. Bookmark the official Kraken website and use that bookmark every time you need to access your account. Secondly, enable and diligently use two-factor authentication, 2FA, on your Kraken account. Kraken offers various 2FA methods, including Google Authenticator, YubiKey, and hardware wallets. While SMS-based 2FA offers some protection, it's generally considered less secure than app-based or hardware 2FA due to the possibility of SIM swap attacks. With 2FA enabled, even if a phisher manages to steal your password, they still won't be able to access your account without the second factor. This is a critical layer of defense that everyone should have enabled. Thirdly, be suspicious of any unsolicited communication. If an email or message seems too good to be true, or too alarming to be real, it probably is. Take a deep breath and critically evaluate the message before reacting. Does Kraken usually communicate in this manner? Are they asking for information they shouldn't? When in doubt, err on the side of caution. Fourth, regularly check your Kraken account for unusual activity. Log in periodically and review your transaction history, login history, and security settings. If you notice anything out of the ordinary, an unfamiliar login from a strange location, unauthorized trades, or changes to your withdrawal addresses, report it to Kraken support immediately. The sooner you detect a breach, the more likely you are to mitigate the damage. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.